What's up everybody? Welcome to another Sport Bike Haven production. In today's video, I want to talk about the upcoming Slate electric truck, the Inmotion P6 electric unicycle, and my finances as it relates to these two vehicles. I want to talk about the Slate truck because I am interested in getting a truck and I think this would be a good truck for me. The Slate truck is being advertised as a cheap electric truck, but for what it is, I think it's comparable in price too. The current auto industry. The bare-bones base model is currently on pre-order for $25,000 with a current expected delivery date of July through September 2027. With a range of about 200 miles, it would be able to handle most of the driving I do. I like to take occasional trips to the beach, which is within the expected range of the vehicle, and I don't often drive more than 200 miles a day, so I think this would work for me, although I do think the range leaves something to be desired. This is a small truck, smaller than the Ford Maverick, but it does boast a 1,500-pound payload capacity and a 2,000-pound towing capacity, which is probably all I'd need for the most part. The 5-foot bed could probably handle my motorcycle with no problems, but I might have to get creative to tie the kayaks in there. I like the idea of this truck. For me, it's small yet capable, just enough for most everything I'd need a truck for without being excessive. Even though $25,000 isn't an enormous amount of money, if the grand scheme of things, it is a lot for me to spend on a vehicle, which is kind of sad because it's about as cheap as new vehicles get here in America. If I customized it at all, that would drive up the price. Then factor in a home charging setup, and I don't even own my own home, which is another problem for another video. Realistically, I'd have to get some overtime, save all my savings, not go into any debt, and have everything else go perfectly for a year, and I might have a chance of getting this vehicle. Once again, I do like the idea of this vehicle. It would handle most of everything I want a truck for without being excessive, and I will continue to follow this vehicle to see if it could be a viable option for me in a year or so. Who knows? May some awesome stuff will happen. What are your thoughts on the price and capabilities of the Slate truck? Another electric vehicle out of my price range is the Verge electric motorcycle. It's definitely an interesting motorcycle, and maybe I'll have to talk about it in a future video. An electric vehicle that is expensive but more in my range is the Inmotion P6 electric unicycle. I want one so bad. The P6 is basically the H2 of the electric unicycle world. It runs about $5,000, and while it is doable for me, it would put a dent in any savings or saving up for the Slate truck. I do want to say I am very satisfied with my V11Y, but there are some situations when faster would not only be better but safer. There are a few other electric unicycles that would go the speeds I'd like to be capable of. The awesome thing about the P6 is the fact that I can get to those speeds with ease. No need to worry about pushing it too hard, and it has a great range, which is big for me. If I'm getting out for a good ride, I can definitely use the whole battery and be left wanting for more, so the fact that the P6 can go the speeds I'd like to go with ease and has a farther range than I am currently capable of is a big reason I'd really like to get one. I really wish I could make all these things I want happen faster, which would be possible with more money. I am grateful that I have the ability to do the things I currently do. Having the Kawasaki Ninja H2 has been an absolute blessing. I have a nice little Mustang that is paid off and runs good. I have a cool electric unicycle, which is so much fun. I have a decent job, a loving relationship, and a good relationship with my family, so while most things on this list could be improved, I think there is someone out there who would consider it a dream come true to have my live, so I do try to remember that and be grateful. That probably about it for today's video. If you made it this far, go comment all star so I know who my all stars. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that thumbs up button, and if you'd like to see more videos like this, subscribe so you are the first to see new videos. Thanks.